Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to another day of Rivets Baseball. This time, the Rivets have traveled about 30 minutes down the road from Battle Creek, Michigan, to Kalamazoo, Michigan, to take on the Kalamazoo Growlers at Stryker Field for the first time this season. They've already played 4 times in Rockford, and the series after those 4 games is in advantage of the Rockford Rivets, 3-1. But it is a 1-game losing streak in the series for the Rockford Rivets. Last time, it was a rough outing for starting pitcher Cole Belair, making his final outing in a Rivets uniform after playing 3 years with the Rockford Rivets, and he gave up 9 runs, only 2 of them earned in the top of the first, and from there it was kind of a coast to the finish. 21 total runs came across for the Kalamazoo Growlers compared to 9 for the Rockford Rivets. And the Kalamazoo Growlers took their first game of the season series. As we get ready to go here, let's take a look at the starting pitcher for the Kalamazoo Growlers. It is number 15, Connor Adams. Adams out of Shaker Heights, Ohio, throws from the left side, 6 foot, 195 pounds. The Kalamazoo Growlers are wearing their white unis with blue stripes down the side of the pants, and teal lettering on them is the only color. And on the other side, the Rockford Rivets are wearing ash gray on top and bottom with their gold lettering. Everybody rocking the stirrups per the usual for the Rockford Rivets. Connor Adams just finished up his freshman year at Tennessee Tech, 2-1 record coming into this game, 3.8 ERA in 5 games started this year. This will be his 6th start, 26 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, and 12 walks. First pitch there is a ball and misses for Cade Bunnell, leading off the Rockford Rivets. That one goes in the strike zone, called strike there, counts even at 1-1. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Rockford Rivets. Cade Bunnell leads us off, playing DH, as he takes the third pitch of his at-bat down the middle, called strike. Count goes 1-2. Ryan Cole will bat second. Brendan Reback in center will bat third. The 4, 5, 6 are Hal Hughes, Wyatt Mascarella, and Parker Kelly. And the bottom 3 are Corey Wright, Brock Martin, and Justin Walker. Swing and a miss there, and Cade Bunnell strikes out to start off this ball game here at Stryker Field. Now Ryan Cole makes his way up. The last time out for Connor Adams on the bump. He threw 5 innings against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders on June 26th. Allowed 4 runs, three of those earned on 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. The first pitch to Cole from the lefty is in the strike zone. Count goes 0-1. The opposing batting average versus Adams is a .277, while the on-base percentage is .353. That pitch misses. Counts now even at 1-1. That one's in the strike zone. Back to a pitcher's count at 1-2. Here's the pitch coming from Adams to Cole. Swung on right up the middle. It's going to be in for the first hit of the game. A single just to the left of second base, and gets its way to the center fielder, Zach Daniels, for a single for Ryan Cole. Let's take a look at the Kalamazoo Growlers defense. It's Bauer, Sox, Zach Daniels, and Sam Crail in the outfield. Infield is made up of Hall, Miller, Faith, and Radcliffe over on first. And behind the plate is Jonathan Foster, the Florida State catcher. Now it's Brennan Reback to make his way up to the plate. Reback was on the highlight reel for the Northwoods League last night after robbing a home run to keep a 1-run lead for the Rivets in the bottom of the 8th against the Battle Creek Bombers. I went back and looked at it, and it was a true rob of a home run. No doubt if he didn't catch that ball, it was over the fence. After a pickoff attempt over the Cole, the first pitch to Reback, he pulls to bunt, or squares to bunt, pulls back. Called strike anyway, count goes 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swung on by Reback. High fly ball. Looking to find its way into the glove of Bowersox in left field. Pretty routine play for the Penn State left fielder. And now Hal Hughes, who is coming off an absolutely crazy game last night. 5 for 6, 5 singles for the LSU shortstop. As soon as he came in, everybody in Rockford knew that he was going to be great with his glove. But last night he showed that he can work with the wood as well. Playing shortstop again today. Adams sets. Another pickoff attempt over to Ryan Cole on first. Rivets have been getting out to a hot start the past couple games in Michigan. 2 in the top of the first in each of those innings. But unless there's a big play here, which it doesn't look like, it'll be popped right down the right field line and go into the hand of first baseman Baron Radcliffe. And that is the third out of the inning. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first to see the Cobra, Evan Snyder, take the mound. On the mound for the Rivets today will be number 21, the Cobra, Evan Snyder. 6'3", 215-pound righty. Originally from Ottawa, Illinois, commutes every day to Rivets Stadium, makes the 50-minute drive from Ottawa. Sophomore at Parkland Community College. 1-0 on the year. First pitch to Bowersox is up near the head. And it misses Bowersox, but that one was awfully close. And that's one of the struggles for Evan Snyder thus far this year. He does lead the team in most batters hit by pitch. And that one, he almost tacked another one on. That one misses. Counts now 2-0. 1-0 record, 4.5 ERA. Started 3 games this season, 1 save. And that one's on the inside and misses Bowersox again. 1 save, 22 innings pitched, 22 strikeouts, and 11 walks and 19 hits for for Evan Snyder, and he misses again there, and that's a 4-pitch walk to start off his outing. And 3 of those 4 pitches nearly hit Bowersox, who's not a big target there at the plate. If it was a little bit of a taller man, other than the 5'9" Bowersox, it might have got him, but Bowersox narrowly avoids those pitches, and he's on first with a leadoff walk. Now Sam Hall making his way to the plate. Hall just showed up. It's only his 3rd game in a Growler uniform after finishing up his collegiate season with Clemson. First pitch to him. It's going to be a little inside and missed the strike zone. Counts 1-0. Bowersox still on first, 5 straight balls to start off Snyder's day on the mound. He needs to gain his control quick or he's going to put himself in a lot of trouble. The 1-0, Bowersox is going. Mascarella throws, and it's going to be a little off target and a little late anyway, as I believe it was another ball. Count goes 2-0, and a runner already in scoring position. Game time temperature here in Kalamazoo, 82 degrees. A little bit of relief from the 92 that we've been seeing the past couple days. That one is way in the dirt, and Mascarella jumps over to block it well, but Snyder just unable to hit the strike zone right now. 7 balls, no strikes. The batting order for the Kalamazoo Growlers. Bowersox led us off. He's on second now. Hall second. Sam Crail bat in the 3 spot. Jonathan Foster 4. Here's the 3-0. That one right down Main Street, and he gets his first strike. Zach Daniels will bat 5th. Barron Radcliffe 6th. And the bottom 3 are Miller, Faith, and Weatherly. So Hall, the Clemson 3rd baseman, we'll see that one inside, and it does hit Sam Hall there. Just got the midsection of Hall, and he's going to be walking to first as well. Even if it didn't, he was still going as it was a 3-1 count. And now Corey Wright coming over from first, Mascarella coming over from the catcher's spot, and they're both going to have a quick conversation with Evan Snyder on the mound. Evan Snyder last night, maybe feeling himself a little too much after going and watching the new Jurassic World with a couple members of the team. He is a big Jurassic Park, Jurassic World guy. He loves the sci-fi movies. Now Sam Crail, the Indiana outfielder. First pitch to him in the strike zone, just right on the edge of the outside of the plate, called strike. Count goes 0-1. So Snyder, first time he's been ahead in the count after getting behind 3-0 in the first 2 batters he faced. Runners on first and second for him, no outs, bottom of the first. That pitch is a little bit off. Count goes even at 1-1. The thing about Evan Snyder is the opposing batting average versus him is only .235. Swung on, fouled back there by Crail. Only .235 versus him, but he does have an opposing on-base percentage of .333, and that is because of the hit-by pitches and the walks that he's given up in 22 innings pitched. Also just coming off of injury this spring. That one misses. Counts now even at 2-2. Injury this spring, that start against Kenosha on June 14th was the first significant start that he'd made. And what a start it was. He only allowed 1 run, got the win as his offense came to support him, and they ended up getting the 9-1 victory. That one's going to be hit. Double play opportunity. Hal Hughes fumbles it, picks it up, and that will likely go as an E6, I believe. And it will be an error on Hal Hughes, as he was thinking more about the double play than about picking up the ball. And so Hal Hughes, somebody who is a defensive MVP for the Rivets since he showed up, has created some more trouble as the bases are allowed. Our bases are now loaded with no outs. So it will be the number 4 hitter, Jonathan Foster, catcher from Florida State. First pitch there, misses the strike zone. Count is going to go 1-0. That one didn't look too far outside the zone. This pitch misses inside again. It's been the righty batters that he's really been throwing pitches inside on. And for the second time in as many games between the Growlers and the Rivets, a lot of trouble early for the Rockford Rivets. First pitch is a high fly ball to left field, and it will hit off the wall. And one's going to come home. Two's going to come home. The tag is safe over at second, so it will be a 2 RBI double. Not liking the call was Justin Walker, the second baseman. They really wanted a out call, at least on the second, on the play at second, but nonetheless it will be everybody safe. Crail at third, Crail at third, Foster at second, and Hall and Bowersox across the plate. So early trouble here as Snyder at 17 pitches on the inning. This would be the second straight game, if he hits 35, that a Rivets pitcher has done that. Ball inside, really struggling to find the command on this one. Originally, I believe it was Cooper Kane slated to start this game, but that ended up getting delayed for a couple games, his start. And Evan Snyder now throws up near the head of Zach Daniels. Zach Daniels has to duck out of the way. Counts now 2-0. For the last 2 games against the Battle Creek Bombers, it has been in the bottom of the 4th where the Rivets have started to struggle, but not tonight. It's bottom of the 1st. And that one's going to be a foul ball, torched down the right field line and out of play. First strike of the at-bat. Count goes 2-1. First game in Kalamazoo for the Rivets this season. Like I mentioned, they already played 4 in Rockford, and 3 of those were won by the Rivets. That one is going to doink Zach Daniels in the elbow, and he's going to take the walk over to first. And Brian Smith is going to come out and talk with his pitcher. And while he does that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Bases loaded, bottom of the 1st, no outs. Back now, and Baron Radcliffe will be the second batter for the Growlers to take to the dish with bases loaded. Last time, Jonathan Foster punched one off the wall and scored 2. That one on the outside of the strike zone, called strike. Count goes 0-1. Radcliffe out of Georgia Tech, batting .250 on the year, 15 ribbies, 2 homers. That one high and away. Count goes 1-1. Radcliffe batting in the 6th spot. Every single batter has reached base for the Growlers today. 3 of them on hit by pitches. That one's a foul ball. And for the first time, Snyder has a batter down to his last strike. Let's see if he can finish off Radcliffe, among the leaders in strikeouts for the Kalamazoo Growlers this year. The 1-2. Way off the plate. Counts now 2-2. Decent Monday night crowd here. The side bleachers on each side not really filling out, but for a Monday night, crowd, a pretty good amount of people making their way to the stands behind home plate here. A lot of them in the shade to stay out of the hot sun. Radcliffe fouled that last pitch off, broke his bat actually, so needed to go over to the dugout and get a new one. And now you'll see another 2-2 from Evan Snyder, 27th pitch of the inning upcoming. Here's the pitch. Swung on, definitely one, and that will be all, and another run will score as Corey Wright snagged that over at first and just had to go over and tag first there. And now runners on second and third, but Evan Snyder, one out, closer to being able to get out of this inning and just be able to stay on the bump for the Rivets. This game will have to be another game, most likely pieced together by the bullpen, but with guys just getting up now in the bullpen, it is going to be a question of how soon with the 28th pitch of the inning upcoming now to Jared Miller. Called strike there. Count goes 0-1 against Miller. Miller, switch hitter, batting from the left side, 6'1", 190 pounds out of Notre Dame, originally from Marietta, Georgia. That pitch, thought about it, didn't go, misses. Count goes 1-1. No home runs for him on the year, 18 ribbies on a .239 batting average. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Count now 1-2. 30th pitch of the inning for Evan Snyder right now, and he's going to need to get out of this quick if he wants to return. Here's the 1-2. Swung on. It's going to chop right to Justin Walker at second, who will toss to Corey Wright at first. So another run coming across, but another out. Critical for Evan Snyder trying to regain his composure here on the mound, and he's done it. But the fact that he started to do it with the bases loaded has been his downfall right now. Zach Daniels still on third. He reached on a hit by pitch. And now Snyder's going to want to put down Sam Faith on 3 pitches or less. If he's able to do that, then he will return for the next inning. If not, it will be an early exit for Evan Snyder, the Cobra. The 1-0. Thought about it, didn't go, called strike. Next pitch is the critical one. If he gets an out on it, it will be and a steal of home right here. And now Zach Daniels caught in the pickle, and he's going to be tagged out. And so Snyder will be able to return, as I believe that was counted as a ball, but heads-up defense will get Snyder out of it on the 34th pitch. So by the skin of his teeth, we'll see Snyder come back most likely, and we'll be right back for the top of the second. First pitch there that Wyatt Mascarella sees is bobbled over at third, and I believe that will go down as an E5, as it looked like Wyatt Mascarella would have been way safe without the bobble. And I'm just going to go ahead and say that that will be an E5, I guess, until I hear something different. So Mascarella with a one-pitch error. He reaches base, and first pitch for Parker Kelly is fouled back and out of play. The last inning, 34 pitches, and an odd decision by Zach Daniels to try and steal home on the 34th. Very likely there is a chance he could have gotten the call from his third base coach there to go for it, because best case scenario, or one scenario, you get home and you get another run in, and worst case scenario, you get out and Evan Snyder, who has struggled today, stays in. That one misses a strike zone. Count goes 2-1 now against Parker Kelly. That one swung off, fouled back. Count goes 2-2. So Mascarella on first, top of the second right now. Kalamazoo Growlers lead 4-0. That one by Parker Kelly is going to get right into the first baseman, Baron Radcliffe's area, and he's going to knock it down, and he recovered enough to tap first, but he will advance the runner, and now up is Corey Wright, the first baseman, who has a man on second in scoring position with a chance to make a big play, and if they can get Mascarella home, that would be huge. Connor Adams only 17 pitches on the day. This will be his 18th as he throws to Corey Wright. The bunt, and it will roll foul. It had a lot of hang time on it down the first baseline. The pitcher, Adams, wasn't going to get to it. Maybe if it rolled fair, it would have been a tough play for Adams to make to field and then toss it over to Radcliffe on first. But worked out really well for Adams and the Growlers defense. They didn't have to deal with it at all. Goes foul. The 0-1 now to Corey Wright. Misses, low and outside. Count goes 1-1. The 1-1 with Mascarella on first. That one's going to be grounded right to the second baseman, who will field and throw cleanly to Radcliffe for out number 2, but Mascarella will advance to third now on the ground out. And so with 2 outs, he is on third. That was the 20th pitch of the inning for Connor Adams, who's made quick work of the Rivets thus far. He has allowed 1 hit to Ryan Cole, but other than that, it's been pretty easy work as Brock Martin swings and misses at that first pitch from Connor Adams on the bump. The 0-1 looked like it was inside a little bit, but just touched the outside of the plate. Count goes 0-2 for Brock Martin. Mascarella still on third. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and another good inning of work from the pitcher, Connor Adams. Will be right back. Sam Faith will lead us off for the bottom of the second. It'll be Evan Snyder back out here as the first pitch he throws of the second is a ball inside, just narrowly staying in. That was the 35th pitch of his day. If he would have hit that mark last time, then he would have had to come out on the Northwoods League rulebook rules, and instead he gets to stay in. Count is 1-1 now after Sam Faith fouls it off of his lower body there, and out to Snyder. Nonetheless, counts 1-1. 3 home runs for Sam Faith on the year is nearly a home run by Jonathan Foster, nearly a grand slam by Jonathan Foster in the bottom half of the last inning, but instead it just slapped off the wall, and only 2 were able to score. The 2-1 now, swing and a miss, counts even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Snyder to Faith. That was inside on the lefty Faith. Faith actually bats switch hitter at a Missouri State. It was against Faith that the controversial off-the-wall, not off-the-wall play happened on last Thursday night. That one swung on, and it's going to go be a high fly ball. Excuse me, it's a ground ball out to center field and a leadoff hit by Sam Faith. So Faith on first after the single. And now another Sam in the lineup, Sam Weatherly. Weatherly listed as a pitcher on the roster. He can pitch, he can bat. He's out of Clemson. And he'll see his first pitch from Snyder. On the outside of the plate, count goes 1-0. Defensive lineup for the Rockford Rivets: Brock Martin in left, Brennan Reback in center, Ryan Cole in right. That one on the inside. Now 2-0. Kelly playing third for the Rivets. Hal Hughes at short, Justin Walker at second, and Corey Wright on first. And behind the plate is Wyatt Mascarella catching the balls from Evan Snyder. The 2-0 from Snyder. Misses way outside and snagged well by Wyatt Mascarella, and luckily enough for the Rivets, that one stays between Mascarella and Snyder, and if the ball gets away from him there, Faith is advancing for sure. Count now 3-1 after a strike in there to Weatherly. Snyder in his one inning, he did allow 4 runs. Only 2 of those counted as earned runs. And now a 3-1 upcoming to Weatherly. On the outside of the plate, called ball. Count goes to 4-1, and it will be Weatherly walking. So a hit got Faith on, and then Weatherly got on with a walk. Last time we saw Evan Snyder, it was against Madison. He threw 4 innings, allowed 7 earned runs on 7 hits, and only walked 1 there. And now a high fly ball, and that one is back, and it will be in the glove of Brennan Reback, the center fielder, and it just had too much air under it, as Bowersox really found all of that one. And I'm sure Evan Snyder is thankful that that one stayed in the yard. Now Sam Hall, he's 0 for 0. He got hit with the pitch. As Evan Snyder already has 2 hit by pitches and 2 walks and no strikeouts for a guy that usually is able to clock a lot of strikeouts on his stat sheet. Yeah, he sets and deals. That one's low and in the dirt. Gets away from Mascarella, but he did block it and put it back in front of him. But it will be a ball. Count goes to 1-0 against Sam Hall. Runners on first and second, bottom of the second. Score is 4-0 advantage of the Rivets over the Growlers over the Rockford Rivets. The 1-0 to Hall. Called strike there. Count goes even at 1-1. Each side has one error. And now a 1-1 upcoming to Sam Hall. Snyder glances over at second. Kicks and deals. That one on the inside. Another called ball. Snyder right now, out of 49 pitches thrown, only 20 of them have been strikes. That's good for a 41% strike percentage. On the other hand, Connor Adams, 78% of his pitches have been strikes. The 2-1 swung on, fouled back. Count goes even at 2-2. That's the 50th pitch of the day for Evan Snyder, the 16th of the inning. 51 upcoming, 17 on the inning upcoming. Snyder sets on the mound, kicks and deals. Swung on, and it will go right to left field. Brock Martin all over it. And so another good piece of contact from a Growler's bat, but also good fielding and good control by the outfielders. And Sam Crail, the number 3 hitter, now up. He reached on an error. That was early in that inning when there was runners on first and second with no out. It was Evan Snyder helped putting the ball into playable territory for Hal Hughes, and Hal Hughes just couldn't pick it up well and missed out on a double play, missed out on 1 out, and a ball there to start off Crail's at bat. 20 for 59 on the season is Sam Crail. 1 home run, 7 ribbies. Swung on that one, and that one's going to go over the head of Ryan Cole and get down off the wall. One's going to come home. And the play at the plate, but the play at third looks like it'll be an out, and it will. But 2 more come across the plate after this inning ends, after Sam Crail tried to turn a double into a triple. And it's 6-0 Kalamazoo here at the end of the second inning. First pitch to Justin Walker is off the outside of the plate. Count goes to 1-0 for him. Second pitch there, misses again. Count goes 2-0 for Walker. That one hits the strike zone. So now the count is 2-1 for him. That one swung on, high fly ball, and it's going to make its way into the hands of the center fielder, Daniels, for out number 1 here at Homer Stryker Field in the top of the third. Now back to the top of the lineup, Cade Bunnell will make his way up, struck out for the first out of the game. And let's see what he can do the second time around to see if he can put one into fair play. Called strike there to start off his at-bat. Count goes 0-1. That one misses. Count goes even at 1-1. 30th pitch of the day upcoming for Connor Adams at the plate, or on the mound. He's been doing really well thus far. That one's on the inside. Count goes 2-1 for Adams. Bunnell playing DH today. He's been flexed twice. He threw twice actually against the Rivets. On the mound, he closed it out in the 9th inning. As he fouls that one back there, that counts now 2-2. Closed out in the 9th inning of the 15-1 win, and he threw a couple innings in the 21-9 loss. The 2-2 to Bunnell. Little inside, count goes full now at 3-2. Here's a payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. And the second strikeout of the day for Cade Bunnell, who hit a home run last night. Cooling off tonight. He also reached on an error on his first two. At-bats last night as well. Now the Notre Dame outfielder, Ryan Cole. The only hit of the day thus far for the Rivets is off the bat of Cole. Singled up the middle. And here's the first pitch he sees. Misses the zone. Count goes 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one's on the inside. Count goes 2-0 for Cole. Cole was one of the, out of all qualifying batters with 2.7 plate appearances per game, per team game or over. He was the lowest on the team ERA team batting average just a few weeks ago. Now he's mustered his way back up, and that one's going to be a quick fly out and a 1-2-3 inning for Connor Adams. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third. First pitch, the bottom of the third inning to Jonathan Foster, misses. So 1-0. Hitters count for Foster. Swings on that one. Will be in the glove of Parker Kelly in fair territory, and a tough hop for Corey Wright at first from Kelly, and it will most likely be an E5 there on the bad hop on the throw. And first pitch, or second pitch swinging, from Foster. And not enough to get on with a hit, but enough to get on with an error. Zach Daniels now makes his way to the dish. He was hit by a pitch last time up. And a wild pitch misses outside. Counts now 1-0, and Foster will advance to third. So Snyder already more trouble. Allowed 4 in the first, 2 in the second, and now on the verge of allowing at least 1 in the bottom of the third with no outs, a 1-0 count, runner on third. Here's the pitch to Daniels. Swung on, fouled right back into his own body. Count goes even now at 1-1. The second to last day of a 4-game road trip to Western Michigan. Already played 2 against Battle Creek, split that. And now, after leaving the hotel in Battle Creek at 2 today, down here to Kalamazoo to play 2. Big swing and a miss there from Daniels. He was going for the fences, and he couldn't make contact with it. Count goes to 1-2. Four home runs on the years for Zach Daniels, the Tennessee outfielder. Fouls that one back, just gets a piece of it. Count now 1-2 still. On deck is Baron Radcliffe, playing first today. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and a big strikeout, the first today by the Cobra on the mound, trying to regain something and be able to scrap enough out of this to leave the door open for his offense to maybe make a late run at it. We've seen the crazy happen before, as Kenosha put up 10 runs in the top of the 9th after being down 9 going into it and coming back and winning. So nothing is impossible in baseball, but nonetheless an uphill battle for the Rockford Rivets, down 6-0 right now in the bottom of the third. That pitch misses high and away. Count goes 1-0. 1 out, runner on third. 6-0, the Kalamazoo Growlers lead the Rockford Rivets here at Homer Stryker Field in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The 1-0. Inside there, count goes even. No, count goes way hitters count at 2-0. That was that pitch right there was the 63rd of the day, misses, and the count's now 3-0 for Baron Radcliffe. Radcliffe over 1 on the day. He grounded out to first base to start his day. 3-0, misses, and a 4-pitch walk for Evan Snyder. So after a glimpse of sunshine on the strikeout by Evan Snyder, it is more trouble as he puts runners on the corners with 1 out. 11 pitches thrown this inning for Evan Snyder. 64 on the day. Snyder throws that one, goes right to first. It'll be for 1, and back to Corey Wright for 2, and so a 1-6-1 double play to get us out of this inning in the first scoreless inning for the Rockford Rivets. Brennan Reback will lead us off for the top of the fourth, and one guy that you would not complain about leading you off if you were any team in this league, as he has an ability to get on base either via a hit or a walk, and once he gets on base can create his own run. Scored yesterday on a sac fly from second, and that one's a long ball, and see ya. Maybe. Oh, he snagged it. Wow, he snagged it at the wall, and Reback, who robbed a home run last night, was not able to get it over the right field fence tonight. And wow, what a snag in right field. I thought he got under it, and I kind of lost it in right field, right where the shadow comes in there. And I think most of the crowd did too, as there wasn't much of a reaction until they saw the ball get thrown from the hand of the right fielder, Sam Crail. First pitch to the number 4 hitter, Hal Hughes, is high. Count goes 1-0 for him. That one misses outside. Counts now 2-0 for Hal Hughes. 5 for 6 yesterday. 3 ribbies and 5 singles. Here's a 2 out of Hal Hughes. That one misses low and in the dirt. Hal Hughes has also shown that he can create runs with his ability to get on base, and still a long way behind Brennan Reback in terms of steals, but as that one finds the strike zone, count goes 3-1. He has a handful of steals on the young season. He just joined the team very recently. That one's right up the middle, and it's going to get by the pitcher, and it will get by the shortstop as well. And that will be a hit for Hal Hughes on the single up the middle. The shortstop, Miller, had a chance at it, but he was going to have to rush it and couldn't rush it in time for the play. Counts just, or it'll just be scored as a single for Hal Hughes. So Hal Hughes over on first. Let's see what he can do with his legs, as well as what Wyatt Mascarella now at the dish can do with his bat. Mascarella 0 for 1. He did reach on an error his last time up. Mascarella, catcher from St. John's. He hit 2 home runs in one of the St. John's regionals game this year after winning the Big East with the Red Storm. First pitch goes high and outside. Count goes 0-1. 87 miles per hour on that pitch from the lefty, Connor Adams. 45th pitch of his outing upcoming. Reback, that was the 3rd time he's almost been able to snack a home run. That one on the breaking ball, swing and miss, count goes 1-1. He had one in Wisconsin that just went over the right field foul pole. One in Madison that just went over the right field foul pole, and that one almost found its way out of the ballpark before Sam Crail said, not so fast. The 1-1. Swung on, high fly ball. Sam Crail, another chance at it, and Crail will snag it for out number 2. So all the outs thus far today, or in this inning, coming off the glove of Sam Crail, the right fielder. Ten pitches on the inning for Connor Adams. So Hal Hughes still at first. And a pickoff attempt over there on that pitch. Was a ball to Parker Kelly, who's 0 for 1 today. Pickoff attempt a little bit late. Count goes 1-0. Misses the zone. Counts now 2-0. Hal Hughes on first, top of the fourth. 2 outs, 2-0 count, 6-0. Growlers lead the Rockford Rivets. Parker Kelly at the dish, looking at the 2-0, 49th pitch of the day for Connor Adams. Swung on high, fly ball, going to make its way foul. So now count 2-1. And as Kelly sets and deals that one on the inside, Kelly, a little shocked by that one, turns and says something quick to the home plate umpire, Cass Cousins, but nothing more. Count goes to 2-2. 50 pitches on the day for Adams, the 15th of the inning upcoming. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back right into his lower body there. Count stays at 2-2. Top of the fourth inning here. 6-0. Growlers lead the Rockford Rivets. 4 coming in the bottom of the fourth, or bottom of the first. 2 coming in the bottom of the second. Sets and deals. Swung on by Kelly and will again find its way foul. And again, we'll have another 2-2 count and pitch from Adams to Kelly. 2 outs trying to get out of this inning. The 4th straight scoreless inning for Adams and this Kalamazoo defense. The 2-2. Low and in the dirt. Blocked well by Foster behind the plate. Hal Hughes can't go anywhere on first. Count now full, and you can expect Hughes to go on every pitch. And Hughes is going. That one's outside, and he'll walk Kelly. So great grit by Kelly on that at-bat. He's shown a good ability to be able to draw walks in his season thus far after showing up from Texas Tech. Corey Wright now will make his way up to the dish. Last time up, he grounded out to the second baseman, Sam Faith. One of 4 Sams in the starting 9 for the Kalamazoo Growlers. You got Sam Cralen right, Sam Faith at second base, Sam Hall at third base, and the DH is Sam Weatherly. Corey Wright. First pitch, runner in scoring position. That's a ball, count goes 1-0. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here, top of the 4th inning. 1-0 count coming to Corey Wright. Kalamazoo Growlers lead the Rockford Rivets 6-0. Here's the 1-0. Swung on by Wright, going to go opposite side. Can it find its way down? It will find its way into the glove of the left fielder, Sam Hall, just in foul territory for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Rivets threaten a little bit, but can't find home. We'll be right back. Anthony Hollebecky will take the mound now for the Rockford Rivets after 3 innings of work by Evan Snyder. His final line, 3 innings, 3 hits allowed, 6 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout, and 2 hit by pitches. That's a 12.0 ERA and a whip of 2 that he's going to finish the day with. So in the end, probably not going to hurt his stats that much because 2 of the runs were unearned. But nonetheless, a disappointing day as he walks off the mound with no chance of getting the win today or even a no decision. He is slated for the loss unless the Rivets can tie this ball game up or take the lead. First pitch from Hollebecky to Sam Faith was a swinging strike, then a ball outside, and we just got a called strike. Counts 1-2 now. Anthony Hollebecky on the year. He has been walked off twice against Lakeshore and against Fond du Lac. So a tough first 2 appearances for him as that one's fouled back by Faith. But since then, he's been really good. He threw an inning at Lakeshore scoreless, 2 innings at Kenosha scoreless. And his last time out against Kalamazoo threw 3 innings and did not allow a run in the 14-1 win for the Rivets. However, he does have an opposing on-base percentage of .410 and an opposing batting average of just around .300. That's a ball. It misses 2-2. But his ERA after that Fond du Lac game was 13, or after the Lakeshore walk-off was 13.5. And ever since then, it's been working. He did have a tough outing against Madison in the 9-4 loss, where he allowed 4 earned runs. That one swung on and fouled back by Faith, so a gritty at-bat from Sam Faith. His first time seeing Anthony Hollebecky. And 11 strikeouts to 7 walks on the year. The walks were the story of that game against Fond du Lac. First batter reached on an error by him, and then it was a walk, 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 walk. And there's a swing and a miss by Sam Faith, and so he's going to get the first batter he sees today down on strikes. Sam Faith, for some reason I have him listed as 35 on my roster. He's actually 13, so I'll have to change that. But nonetheless, he goes down swinging. And now it will be Sam Weatherly, who is 0 for 0 today. Seeing the first pitch, called strike. That one looked way outside. And it was from a Rivets pitcher, so I'm not biased against that. But that one did not look like a strike. Nonetheless, called strike by home plate umpire Cass Cousins. The 0-1 misses. Now it's 1-1. Weatherly walked his last time up. He was the last run to score of this game, as he scored in the bottom of the second, and nobody has scored for either team since. That ball misses high, counts 2-1. The 2-1 for Weatherly. Swung on and missed. And, excuse me, it was actually a 1-2. And that's another strikeout for Anthony Hollebecky. So he's coming out clicking right now. And after a long opening at bat by one Sam Faith, and then a strikeout, he gets another Sam Weatherly out swinging. And now Jordan Bowersox, who just couldn't get under one, and it went to the glove of Brennan Reback in center field. He wants a little bit more of it this time, and maybe he can get a home run under his belt. That one misses. Count goes 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That one misses outside of the strike zone. Count goes 2-0 now. Hollebecky wears the number 36 for the Rockford Rivets, stands 6'3", 200 pounds. Winds and deals. That one's going to be a high fly ball. from Bauer Sox. Count goes 2-1. 6.39 ERA. He did pick up the win in that game against Kalamazoo most recently. So a 1-0 record versus the Growlers. And unless his bats can come out with a monster comeback here soon, doesn't look like he's going to go to 2-0. That one is swung on and lined hard down the left field line. And the Rockford Rivets bullpen had to jump out of the way. And I think that's JT Bakshaw that got hit in the hand with that one. It looks like number 29. And hopefully JT's all right there, as maybe a good chance he pitches tonight. So hopefully he can rub it off and be fine. And another strikeout from Hollabecki. 3 up, 3 down, all on K's for Anthony Hollabecki. Do some work, young blood. We'll be right back for the top of the 5th. First pitch to Brock Martin here in the top of the 5th was a ball outside. Second pitch was a called strike, and that one is hit up in the air by Brock Martin, and it will be caught by the first baseman, Baron Radcliffe, for out number 1. 59 pitches on the day now for Connor Adams, the starting pitcher out of Notre Dame. Excuse me, out of Tennessee Tech. They have so many Notre Dame starting pitchers, so many Notre Dame guys on this Kalamazoo team that kind of get lost in the sauce, I guess. Now, a Hoosier, Justin Walker, another guy that plays his college ball in Indiana. Swings and misses on his first pitch there. Count goes 0-1 for Walker. 60th pitch of the day for Connor Adams here in the top of the 5th. That one swung on, and it will go right to the third baseman, Hall, who fields cleanly, throws over to first for out number 2 here in the top of the 5th. 2 quick outs already for Connor Adams. Now Kay Bunnell, 2 strikeouts swinging in this game thus far after a really good day yesterday for Bunnell. Definitely trying to find his groove. Here's the pitch. Misses on the outside. Count goes 1-0. 1-0 to Bunnell. Swung on. It's going to be chopped right to Faith. Faith will recover and throw over to first for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for Connor Adams. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th. Back here for the bottom of the 5th, Anthony Hollebecki back out on the mound for the Rockford Rivets. His first pitch to Sam Hall is a called ball high. Count goes 1-0 for him. Northwoods League scoreboard today. In a 7-inning, 2 7-inning games to make up a doubleheader between the Waterloo Bucks and the Thunder Bay Border Cats. They split as Thunder Bay won the first game 2-0, and Waterloo won the second game 3-2. In Capco Park, Lakeshore defeated the Kenosha Kingfish 5-4. And then a bunch of current games going on as that one finds the strike zone. Count goes 2-1. Duluth with their magic number at 1 to clinch the first half North Division title and a playoff spot. They're up 3-1 at the top of the 3rd. Wilmar up 2-0 on Eau Claire. That pitch goes outside. Count goes 3-1 now. Wisconsin in the South Division leading Green Bay 1-0. Both of those teams looking to perk up for the second half as they've struggled in the first half. Wisconsin in last place. Fond du Lac and Battle Creek just up the road. Fond du Lac up 2-0. That one swung on. High fly ball, and it's going to go right to the second baseman, Justin Walker, for out number 1. So, and then the final game in the South Division, Madison up 2-0 on the Wisconsin Rapids Raptors. And Madison, I don't know how anybody has beat them thus far. The Rivets have beat them once. Kalamazoo's beat them. I don't know. It's pretty crazy to see those guys in action because they can ball. And then some final games in the North Division. Lacrosse up on Mankato 1-0 Bismarck. The only other team that can win the North Division crown. As the ball goes up high there 1-0. They're going to need some help as they're going to need Duluth to get swept in this series, and they're going to need to beat St. Cloud, the defending champs, twice, which is a hard enough task in itself. That one to Crail, fouled back, counts now 1-1. I mentioned all the Notre Dame guys on the mound for the Growlers and all over their lineup in terms of position players and pitchers. It seems like every other guy is from South Bend, but Anthony Hollebecky, one of the 2 Notre Dame guys now, and in the 10 that are currently playing, the pitcher and the 9 batters, both of the Notre Dame guys are in it. Another foul back there. Count goes 1-2. Rivets will stay here tonight in Kalamazoo and stick around the day tomorrow and play another game tomorrow. 7:05 Eastern, 6:05 Central. And the 1-2 pitch now from Hollebecky to Sam Crail. A high fly ball, gonna look like it's gonna get in the glove of the backing up Brock Martin for out number 2 in left field there. Had a little carry on it, but not even close to enough to get out of this ballpark. Each corner near the foul pole is in quite a bit. There's party decks over on each side, but they each bump out, and the outfield straightaway center is still 400 feet, but no home runs today. There was 1 hit off the wall. And then a robbery of Brendan Reback over in right field. Those are the closest we've seen to a home run thus far. First pitch there is strike. And now Jonathan Foster was that man for the Kalamazoo Growlers to hit it off the wall and get 2 RBIs on a double. Check swing there, doesn't go. Didn't miss the strike zone by much. Count goes even at 1-1. Hollebecky sets and deals the 1-1. Swing and a miss there. He got the Florida State catcher to swing and miss. Hollebecky not playing a lot at Notre Dame this season, so very unlikely that he would have seen Jonathan Foster, but nonetheless an all-ACC matchup right now between these 2 schools. The 1-2. Thought about it, didn't go. Too high, count goes 2-2. It was 6-0 game after 2, and since then it is stayed the same score here as we're 1 out away from ending the 5th, and a swing and a miss, and we will end the 5th. Still 6-0. Kalamazoo leads Rockford. First pitch to Ryan Cole, misses the strike zone. Count goes 1-0 for him. He squares to bunt, pulls back, called strike anyway. Counts now even at 1-1 for Ryan Cole. He's one of 2 Rivets to get a hit thus far today. Sees another pitch there. High fly ball there, and it looks like the left fielder Bower Sox will get under it right at the edge of the warning track for out number 1. The only other hit on the day for Rockford was by Hal Hughes, who's on deck right now. But first, Brandon Reback will get a crack. He almost got a hit and a run and an RBI and everything else. A home run robbed last time he was up. Not able to get that little bit of bump under it. And now he comes up with a little bit of chip on his shoulder maybe. First pitch there, breaking ball in the zone for a called strike. Count goes 0-1. 78 mile per hour, 76 mile per hour, excuse me. Another off-speed pitch. Finds a strike zone at 77. And now Reback's behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2. High in the zone. Ball. Count goes 1-2. Last time up, I mentioned he had that home run robbery against him. He robbed one last night. He also had a fly out. That one's going to be a ground ball right to the second baseman, Faith, who will field easily and throw to first for out number 1. LSU shortstop now. Will make his way up to the dish. Him and Ryan Cole are the only Rockford Rivets to gets hit today's against Connor Adams, and that one is a 1-pitch fly out to center field. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 6th. First pitch to Zach Daniels is a swing and strike. Count goes 0-1. Anthony Hollabecki in the first 2 innings, he's come out. 30 pitches and no base runners for him. Another swing and a miss there from Zach Daniels. He's really working his stuff right now, getting into a groove on the mound. Unfortunately, it might be in a effort where it doesn't really matter all that much, as unless the Rivets offense can keep going, can get going, and it's going to be in a losing effort. The 0-2 misses by just a little bit. Daniels holds off. Count goes 1-2. First time up, Daniels was hit by a pitch. Most recent out, he struck out. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, going to go right to the third baseman, Parker Kelly, who fields and throws across the diamond for out number 1. And a close play. Zach Daniels made it interesting, but nonetheless, first out of the inning. Now Barron Radcliffe, 0 for 1 today for him. He walked last time off the hand of Evan Snyder. Georgia Tech. First baseman today is Barron Radcliffe. He's played all over the place, though, for the Growlers this year. Fouled back on the first pitch. Count goes 0-1. 250 on the year, batting average for Barron Radcliffe. 2 home runs, 15 ribbies for the Georgia Tech infielder. That pitch, breaking ball, doesn't find the edge of the strike zone at 73 miles per hour. Counts now even at 1-1. 1-1, swung on and missed by Barron Radcliffe, clocking 89 on that one. The Northwoods League standings right now, Madison at the bottom of the South Division, 26-8 right now. 2-game win streak for them, 7-3 in their last in their last 10 games. Kalamazoo right behind them, 3 games back, 23-11. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games. Fond du Lac, 19-14. They're 5-5 in their last 10. And then Rockford, 18-15, 5-5 in their last 10. Then you have some, and a called strike 3 there on Barron Radcliffe, and another strikeout for Anthony Hollabecki, grooving on the mound. And like I was saying, Northwoods League standings at the 5 and 6 spot, some up-and-coming guys, each 6-4 in their last 10 games. Battle Creek at 16-17, Lakeshore at 15-18, and tied for 6th with Lakeshore's Wisconsin Rapids. They're also 15-18, but only 2-8 in their last 10 games. Really struggling. Called strike there. Count goes 0-1 against Jared Miller. Notre Dame matchup right now between Hollabecki and Jared Miller. Should be fun to see how this one works out. The 0-1, breaking ball on the outside. Count goes 1-1. So Wisconsin Rapids 2-8 in their last 10 games, the worst record in the last 10 for any team in the South Division. Then rounding out the 10 in the South Division are Kenosha at 12-20. That one's hit by Miller, and it's going to get right into the glove of Brock Martin for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hollabecki. And we'll be in the 7th in just a few moments. Wyatt Mascarell leads us off here for the top of the 7th inning. Anthony Holubecki kind of picking up the shambles for starting pitcher Evan Schneider the best he can. He's had 9 up, 9 down in his 3 innings of work. Evan Schneider not the same. 6 came across the plate against him. That one's fouled back. Count goes even at 1-1. He struggled from the get-go, allowed 4 in the first, and almost had to leave the game after throwing 34 pitches, and allowed 2 more in the second, and did get a shutout in the third. That one misses the strike zone, looked pretty close to the center of the plate, but might have missed a little high there. Count now 2-1. That one misses zone. Count now 3-1. Here's the 3-1. This is high, and it will be a 5-pitch walk for Wyatt Mascarell here, and something maybe to kickstart some offense from the Rivets, who have only put 1 runner in scoring position today, and that was with 2 outs, and they quickly weren't able to capitalize on it. Parker Kelly now looks at the 0-0, goes off the plate. Connor Adams has been really good today thus far. 6 innings pitched for him, and only thrown 77 pitches, allowed 2 hits, struck out 3, walked 2, and has hit nobody. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses the outside of the plate now. In this inning, he has thrown 7 pitches, and 6 of them have been balls, so now time for a little discussion from his pitching coach, Mark Goodman. I'm not seeing any serious warming up going on in the Kalamazoo Growlers bullpen. And just going to be a quick check from the pitching coach, Mark Goodman, and he's going back, and Foster's going back behind the plate. And Parker Kelly will stare down the 2-0. Crowd sticking it out here as the sun making its way down in the distance. And here's the 2-0 to Kelly as Adams sets and deals. Right on the inside of the zone, called strike. Count goes 2-1. Long pause from Adams again. Glances over at Mascarell on first. Swung on by Kelly. Fouled back. Count goes 2-2. No outs here. Top of the 7th inning. Kalamazoo Growlers lead the Rockford Rivets 6-0. Rivets have a man on first. No outs. 2-2 pitch up coming to Parker Kelly at the dish. Batting 1-1-1 on the year. No home runs, no ribbies. Swung on and missed, and a strikeout for Parker Kelly, as it seemed that discussion with his pitching coach helped a lot. And now it will be Corey Wright making his way to the mound. Three ribbies on the year for Wright, batting 154, playing first base today. On the day, he is 0 for 2. That one's going to be hit, and it's going to take an awkward hop right over the head of the diving second baseman, Sam. And I believe it should be credited as a hit. I don't have. And a tough hop for Sam Faith there as he was diving and putting his glove that's on his left hand near the dirt, and then it just hopped right over him, and he couldn't make the snag with his bare right hand. So Corey Wright goes swinging on the first pitch there. And he gets on with a single of his own. So now the second time that the Rivets have had somebody in scoring position today. Here's the first pitch to Brock Martin, misses on the inside. Count goes 1-0. One out here on a Parker Kelly strikeout. Runners on first and second. And Martin fouls that one back. Martin had to come on yesterday after Jacob Vanderwall was thrown out of the game after arguing a batter's interference call. Came on, played a couple innings of good work in left field, and actually got an RBI on a sac fly where Brennan Riak scored from second. That one could get down in the gap, and it will. It's going to score Mascarella pretty easily, and Corey Wright's boogieing around and catching up to Mascarella, and it will be 2 runs coming home. Corey Wright, I'm glad he wasn't in a race with Mascarella where they both started at the same spot, because he would have made Mascarella look really slow. And a 2 RBI double for Brock Martin, and finally somebody breaks through on Connor Adams on his 85th pitch of the day. Now Justin Walker makes his way out to the plate, still only 1 out, and a runner in scoring position now. They could cut the lead in half this inning if Brock Martin's able to get home. And I believe it will be Cody Pachaki coming out and maybe making a call to the bullpen for the end of the day. And he is going to take the ball from Adams and make the call to the bullpen. We'll be right back after a few warm-up pitches by the new pitcher. So a 1-out double from Brock Martin forces not only the first runs to come across for the Rockford Rivets, but also the first pitching change of the day for the Kalamazoo Growlers. And it's never really a game till both teams back here. First pitch to Sam Faith, who had a web gem to end the last inning, is a called strike. Count 0-1 versus the Missouri State second baseman. Anthony Holubecki back on the mound. That one misses on the outside. Holubecki's already given 3 good innings of work for the Rockford Rivets thus far, after a shaky start from Evan Snyder, allowing 6 runs, 4 earned in 3 innings of work. The 1-1 swung on. It's going to be drifted down the third base line and foul out of play right near the Rockford Rivets dugout. Three home runs on the year for Faith. 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. That one goes high and away, counts to 2-2. It was versus Holubecki that he got that strikeout. The 2-2. Another strikeout for Sam Faith against Anthony Holubecki. This time a little backwards K action for Holubecki. And I'll tell you what, right now, there is only 1 K in Holubecki, but on the day, he's got himself 6 in a relief effort, which is absolutely brilliant right now. And he's the only reason these Rivets are in it right now, with a tough day thus far from their bats. Swing and a miss there from Sam Weatherly. Another ACC matchup with the Notre Dame pitcher versus the Clemson DH. Struck out his last time up. Misses high and away. Count goes 1-1 for Weatherly versus Holubecki. Speaking of the weather, 81 degrees and sunny right now in Kalamazoo, as the sun just is making its way behind the trees out here. That one's called strike on the outside. 88-mile-per-hour fastball from Anthony Holubecki. And now a 1-2 upcoming with 1 out, nobody on here. Bottom of the 7th inning for the Rivets versus the Growlers. 6-2, the Growlers lead. The 1-2. Breaking ball on the outside, and another K for Anthony Holubecki, and a brilliant effort in relief right now by the Notre Dame pitcher as he sees the leadoff man, Jordan Bowersox, who struck out his last time up against the same pitcher, Anthony Holubecki. It was part of his effort where he struck out the side. Bower Sox walked his first time up and ended up being the first run of the game scored for the Growlers. The 0-0, little high. Smallest strike zone out of all the position players, standing 5'9". Penn State outfielder playing left field every time he's seen the Rivets this year. 1-0, swung on, high fly ball, going to make its way out of play. Count now 1-1. Long pause from Holobecky. The 1-1. Misses the strike zone. Counts now 2-1 as it got away from Wyatt Mascarell and trickled back behind home plate there. The 2-1. Swung on and fouled back by Bower Sox. Count now 2-2 for Bower Sox. Other than that walk, he flied out to center field and struck out. 2-2. Holobecky trying to strike out the side for the second time today. He can do it if he can get one more strike. The 2-2. Fouled back, and just staying alive is Bower Sox. 56 pitches in relief for Anthony Holobecky. If he can get one more out, it will be his 4th inning of work down and away. That one's going to be a line drive right to Hal Hughes, so he doesn't strike out the side, but 12 straight retired for Anthony Holobecky on the mound. He's been beautiful in relief. We'll be right back to see if the Rivets can muster a comeback. They're down 6-2. First pitch to Ryan Cole is going to be swung on. It's going to be to right center field, and it's going to get down. And now Ryan Cole boogieing for 2, and he'll be sliding into 2 save. And so a leadoff double on the first pitch by Ryan Cole against Andrew O'Dwyer. Wow, that one just plunked in between Sam Crail in right field and Zach Daniels in center. and maybe a little bit of a miscommunication. None of them went diving for it, as they probably didn't want the other one to dive for it, and cracked heads with each other. And now Brennan Reback with a chance with a runner on second base now, and the shift is a little bit on for him. The lefty has the second baseman, Sam Faith, shift in way right, and the shortstop, Miller, now backing up to more of his normal position. Swing and a miss on his first pitch he sees. Count goes 0-1. O'Dwyer sets. Glances at Cole on second. Glances again. And time called by home plate umpire Cass Cousins. 0-1 count right now, top of the 8th inning here on the defensive side. And the 0-1 coming. Squares to bunt, pulls back. Count goes 1-1. 87-mile-per-hour fastball just missed high there. No outs here in the top of the 8th inning, 6-2. Kalamazoo leads. They've been in control this whole game, and that's been because of good pitching by Connor Adams. Adams' final line was 6 1/3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. That one's fouled back. Count now even for Brennan Reback. No hit by pitch as well, but he did leave 4 on base. And those 4 are the difference right now, as we got a 6-2 ball game here at Homer Stryker Field. A glance at Cole on second. The 2-2. Check swing, didn't go, called strike anyway. Reback does not like the call, says a few words to the home plate umpire, but walks off to the dugout, not trying to mess with anything, as was this crew that threw out Jacob Vanderwall, the Rivets outfielder, yesterday. And he will head to the dugout and throw his bat down in disgust. Now Hal Hughes, and if there's a man to get a hit in the past couple games, it has been Hal Hughes. Yesterday, 5 singles. He also has a hit today. Cole's going to third, bobble by the catcher, and Cole is into third safely. And it was a ball and a stolen base. So now, if Al Hughes can get a single, it will be enough to score Ryan Cole and cut this game in half at 6-3. Swung on by Hughes. It will go right to Crail in right field, and Cole will try and score. The throw to the plate will be not in time, and so this is a 3-run game, and so whoever comes on in the top of the 9th for the Kalamazoo Growlers, most likely it will be the closer, unless Kalamazoo can put up more runs in the bottom of this inning. But if Anthony Hollybecky comes out, I don't know if we'll see that. Three RBIs for Hal Hughes yesterday. Give him an RBI today to add to Brock Martin's 2. And one of the men he scored on that 2 RBI double was this man at the plate, Wyatt Mascarella. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning here at Homer Stryker Field, 6-3. That first pitch to Mascarella is outside. Count goes 1-0. The 1-0. That one finds the strike zone. Counts now even at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. That one misses high and away. Counts now 2-1. 6-3 ball game here at Homer Stryker Field. Top of the 8th, 2 outs, nobody on. That one swung on and fouled back into the hockey glass behind home plate. Count now even at 2-2 with 2 outs here, top of the 8th. 6-3 Rivets. are losing to the Kalamazoo Growlers, the second-place team in the South Division. I'm sure they've got a little fire lit under them after they weren't able to snag the first half crown away from the Madison Mallards. The 2-2 swung on, high fly ball to right field. Chasing it is Crail, and in foul territory, won't be able to get to it. Mascarella stays alive. 14th pitch of the inning upcoming for Andrew O'Dwyer on the bump. The 2-2. O'Dwyer gets the sign, sets, kicks and deals. On the inside, thought about it, did Mascarella, but he doesn't go. Count now full for the St. John's catcher. Just finished up his junior year at St. John's after transferring from McHenry County Community College. Hit a home run in the opening weekend that he was here, and that one's going to be torched into left center, and it's going to get down for 2 at least. Mascarella boogieing around, and he's going to think about third, but he will scamper back to second as the throw to the cutoff man. Jared Miller freezes him after getting about a third of the way to third from second. So now more chances, and Parker Kelly will have a big opportunity, batting 100 on the year, to come up and with a runner in scoring position be able to pound him through with maybe a base hit. Parker Kelly today, 0 for 2, has drawn a walk. First pitch from O'Dwyer to him. Inside, almost got Kelly. 1-0. Helicopter flies overhead here at Homer Stryker Field. The 1-0 now with Mascarella on second. Here's the pitch. That one goes high in the zone. On deck is Corey Wright, who was able to reach his last time up. Swung on by Kelly, will be dripped forward, and it will roll and just go fair. And Baron Radcliffe over there on first just put his foot on the bag, and it rolled right into his glove for out number 3. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 8. It's 6-3. Anthony Hollebeck, stays out here for the bottom of the 8th inning. He wants the win if the Rivets can finish it off in the top of the 9th, or can get something going at the top of the 9th. Throws the ball there to start off his appearance. If he came out, or if he handed it over to another relief pitcher and then Rockford came back in the top of the 9th and took the lead somehow and were able to finish that off, then then the other pitcher would get the win, and I think he's out there. He probably told manager Brian Smith, let me finish this one off. Got nothing to lose right now. That one's on the inside, just misses Sam Hall. Count goes 2-0. Nobody really warming up in the bullpen right now. Brock Mathis is standing with his mask and glove in his hand. But I would assume that unless a few more pitches, or unless a few more base runners come on, then it will be Hollebecky's game to finish out. He has thrown 3 straight balls here in the bottom of the 8th and threatening with one more ball to allow his first base runner. That one missed outside, and he will allow his first base runner of his appearance today, and it will be a leadoff walk, and that is going to be enough for the signal to come to the bullpen for, I believe, Cade Bunnell to warm up. Bunnell started at the DH position. You might as well throw him in at pitcher, I guess. And that might be the plan. And now Sam Crail, a fellow Indiana Hoosier like Cade Bunnell, will make his way up with Hall on first. Swung on, and that might find its way down in the gap. It will. And Hall boogieing from third, and he's going to hold at third. The play at second is no play, and so a double there. And some insurance trying to be tacked on by the Growlers, and they might be able to do it. One pitch double there. And all of a sudden, after having no trouble at all in his first 4 innings, his 5th inning of relief here, he's already got his hands full with runners on second and third and no outs. Anthony Hollebeck on the dish, trying to see if he can get some of the strikeouts. And Jonathan Foster, who got the scoring started with the 2 RBI double, now making his way to the plate to see if he can get some more RBIs under his belt on the day. Here's the pitch. First pitch, misses the strike zone. Hollebeck didn't like it very much, kind of was taking it back on the mound. The count 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one off the edge of the plate. And again misses. Count goes 2-0. This game thus far, in his first innings, the strike percentage was 69, 57, 67, and 67. This inning, he's thrown 1 strike, and it was taken for a double. That's good for a 14% strike ratio. A foul ball there helps it out quite a bit and boosts it up to 25%. And now the 2-1 upcoming to Jonathan Foster, the catcher, who's 1 for 3 today with a double off the wall. The 2-1 swung on, hit in fair ground. It will be a play at the plate and 1 out. And so a smart play by Corey Wright over there on first to throw home. And Jonathan Foster not happy with himself as he put a ball in position for an out to be made. Runners on the corners now, and a little sigh of relief for Anthony Hollebeck on the mound, as the Rivets really are trying to do anything they can. Jonathan Foster slamming his helmet again over there on first base. Really not happy with himself, as the fielder's choice lets him reach there, and you can tell that's the mark of a true competitor. Really wanting to get the runs across any way he can, and he wasn't able to do it there. That one's going to be hit right up the middle. A chance for one. And it will be one, but one will come home. So Hal Hughes had some trouble there at short and was thinking again. That's the second time he's kind of got lost in the sauce over there on short, and was able to kind of roll it, I guess, or swat it to his second baseman Justin Walker for out number 2, but nonetheless enough for Crail to score on. Score now 7-3 with 2 outs. Pitch there, misses the zone. And so Baron Radcliffe now up, looking at a 1-0 count with Zach Daniels on first, reaching on a fielder's choice, but he got an RBI nonetheless. Zach Daniels thought about going, but the pitch is way high there, and Daniels will retreat to first. So it will not be a save opportunity for whatever pitcher comes on first in the top of the ninth for the Battle Creek, or for the Kalamazoo Growlers. That one goes high and slaps on the overhang above the press box. Here counts now 2-1. Monday night crowd here. A lot of them sticking it out. A lot of them have started to make their way out of the stadium. Zach Daniels is going. Swung on high, foul ball from Radcliffe there. Counts now 2-2 for Radcliffe and the Growlers. So Daniels with a 2-2 is over on first. Radcliffe at the plate, facing the count. Hollebecky sets and deals. Swung on. Going to be a high fly ball, make its way into the stands back here. Speckled right over. I've had a little more on it. It would have been trouble. Instead, Radcliffe stays alive with that foul ball. 2-2, swing and a miss, and Hollebecky gets out of the inning with another strikeout for him, but one more comes across the plate. We're going to need a 4-run rally in the top of the ninth. Don't go anywhere.